my last item in my 2 hours as we continue our Memorial Day special here. And I hope shout out to all of our veterans out there as we think about them on this special day. I want to come over and show you this because, you know, we have a lot of different products that we have here at HSN. All kinds of different stuff. But every once in a while, something comes in that is so charming, so adorable, and so that, like, everybody wants it, and it's this bistro set. I have had the good fortune, I guess, or listen, I was working both times of going to Paris. And you go along the streets of Paris, and that's where the bistro tables are, right? All these wonderful little restaurants, very expensive, all right, but wonderful little restaurants, and they all have these little bistro tables and chairs. This is where everybody enjoys a beautiful afternoon. We are doing it from Improvements, and you know, only Improvements can do this type of quality at this price, all right? We dropped the price by $55 today for this set. It comes with the table, and it comes with 2 chairs. Now, the chairs themselves hold 300 pounds. So if you're a big person, you don't have to worry, but they hold 300 pounds. You can fold everything up if you want to put it away for storage, but I have it in the Flamingo, which is the one I'm sitting at. I also have it in the Palm, that's the green one, right there. Behind that is the Hibiscus, which is beautiful hibiscus flowers. And look at how it's laser cut in there. And look at, you can even see the reflection on the chair. Look at how beautiful that is. In addition to that, I have Sunflower, and that has that really intricate mesh screen in the middle that actually looks like the seeds of the sunflower. And again, the table has the same cutout on top. Deb Byers, come on over. You want to hang out with me?
I sure do.
I said to Deb, we always have such a good time when we're sitting somewhere.
Well,
we always have very good luck when we're sitting somewhere. But this all of a sudden turns into this wonderfully convivial, entertaining, charming little place for 2 people.
Absolutely, it is absolutely the perfect set. And a guy was telling you about Paris. Now, we all would love to go to Paris, and we would love to have the experience.
I was working, by the way, both times.
I know, I'm sorry. So this is an opportunity for you to have something like that. But what we did with Improvements is we made them a little bit bigger and a little bit more durable so that real people can sit on them and enjoy them. All powder coated in that beautiful matte finish. Each one of these gorgeous colors is going to be that gorgeous cat iron and that beautiful matte finish. The tables are about 24 inches in diameter. We've got the flamingo, and we've got that little etched design on top, so there's a beautiful bit of whimsy. It's 28 inches high, so your legs will fit underneath it. And by the way, in order to put it together, it's going to come to you flat backed in a box. The top is already going to have the bolts attached, and you're simply going to open up the legs, reattach the bolts, and you have just made your table. And that's as much as the assembly that you're going to have to do.
How easy that is.
Because absolutely everything is ready for you to go right out of the box for you to enjoy it. And this is the perfect time of year, with the summer just starting, to have something that's going to be super inviting, absolutely amazing, whether you bring it outside where it's going to be rust resistant, fade resistant, and weather resistant, or inside where it's going to be absolutely charming. It's an amazing set of all 3 pieces.
I love it out on a deck or a patio, or even if you live in an apartment, you have a small space outdoors that you really would love to have a charming little table. And you know, this is the kind of thing that it's special, right? It's your special place. It's like you've created this little happy area where you can go with your sweetie or with your grandson, and you can have lunch, or you can have your morning coffee, you can have a glass of wine in the evening. But when I look at it, it harkens me back to when I did go to France, because the people, the conversations, the charm of the streets, and all of it was because the people were out there. They were enjoying it, and they were comfortable. And by the way, these are very, very comfortable. You can always pick up a little cushion if you want. I don't think you need it. It's very, very comfortable. I love the matte finish on it as well, that it's not shiny, that it has that sort of warm kind of a matte finish on it. Easily you can fit 3 to 4 plates on here, so if you wanted to put out a spread, you could use the table on its own, just as a buffet type of thing. You have extra chairs whenever you need them, and the chairs do fold away, so you can fold those for storage. But just, it's special. Like, I have a area in the back of my house where I'm like, I know that would be a perfect spot for it out in the yard. You could, if you have a pool, it would be ideal there. But again, if you're an empty nester and you have a condo, and you're like, I would just like a little place where me and my sweetie can just have dinner, or we can have breakfast, or we can have a cup of coffee, are a one-on-one, you know?
Absolutely. Well, it lends itself. Just sitting here across from you and having a conversation, it really does give you an opportunity to just sort of take a breath and enjoy. But we made it so that you could be super, super comfortable. The table, by the way, will support 110 pounds. So to Guy's point, you can go ahead and load this up with whatever you want to do if you're going to be entertaining. But I just want to stand up for a second because I want to show you something that's really important about this entire set. Now, first off, we've talked about the fact that the seats will hold 300 pounds each. So this is going to give you the opportunity to sit on here comfortably and have your grandkids or your dog or whatever you want to come and sit on your lap without having to worry that the chair is going to collapse out from under you. All of the motifs on the back are all laser cut. We did not sacrifice any of the comfort. You're perfectly comfortable leaning on the Flamingo. You've got plenty of support back there. Now, the seat is 18 inches in diameter. Absolutely comfortable. To Guy's point, you can put a pillow on here, but you don't need one because they're really, really great. But the best part is they fold up. So when you get that box, and that box is going to come to you, it's going to be delivered to you. It's 43 pounds, so the fact that this is reduced shipping and handling is crazy. All you need to do to get started is simply open up the chairs and put that top on the bottom of the legs, and you have your fabulous bistro set that can go outside and be perfectly good because it's going to be rust resistant and weather resistant and charming enough to bring inside. This is just a win-win-win all the way around, and it's a great time of year to get it.
There's the green palm right there, and you saw that she wanted to put some pillows on it, and you could do that. I mean, you're saving so much money off the set anyway. It's what, $55 off? So you could easily grab a couple pillows if you want. That is totally up to you. I love the simplicity of it, and I love the design. You know, there's a charm to this, right? It's not just, we could have made them just flat with no etching in them, but they wanted to make them nice for sort of summer and fall. And that's what they're, and springtime, and they're perfect for that. You're looking at the sunflower right there. And I love that each one is completely different. The flamingo is actually two flamingos facing each other in love. And then you've got the palms, the green palm over there, and you see it on the back of the chair as well. I love, love, love that sunflower because it's really, it's you know, the way that they cut it out, and then they put like a mesh center to make it look like there was actually seeds in there. So they really did, and then the hibiscus flower. I would just tell you, if I was going to buy one, it would either be the sunflower or the hibiscus. I love that color, that hibiscus color. It's like a creamy orange.
Absolutely, almost like a sherbet. But what the most important thing to know about these is that when we first got started, and actually Guy and I did it together, the improvements team introduced benches, and we had a butterfly bench. You guys went crazy for it. They were absolutely spectacular, and we brought them back. We brought them back over the years, and they've always been a customer pick. But this year we said, well, let's do something a little bit different. Let's give our fabulous customers 3 pieces, a table and 2 chairs, but let's not sacrifice the color or the whimsy. So we came up with these beautiful bistro sets that you guys have already made a customer pick, and you're even leaving pictures on hsn.com of how you're using them because they're absolutely amazing. And the important thing to know is now the season is starting. We're going to be going outside all across the country. We're going to be going to the big box stores to find outdoor furniture. You're not going to find anything like this at all. These are unique designs. They're exclusive here at HSN. They're from the improvements team, so you know the quality. But these are the types of items that you would find in an art show, that the artist is there talking to you about why he or she decided to give you the particular design. And you're going to be having it delivered to you. You don't even have to worry about putting it in the car, finding a truck to truck it all over. It's going to come in a great big box, and you're going to be able to enjoy it literally out of the box because the chairs open up and the table is super simple to assemble.
Be great even just for, you know, if you like to do puzzles or if you're a gamer or if you want to play cards and things like that. Now you have that extra table. Or if it's just holiday and you're like, we really need another couple of chairs and a table, this would be great. The kids could eat there, or maybe grandma and grandpa want their own little table so that they're not, you know, messing around with the kids and all that mess. You have your own little spot. We have, we're fortunate enough, we live in Florida, and there are many of these little boutique kind of towns that are kind of, you know, kind of zhuzhy and kind of like whatever. We have one called, there's Sarasota, Florida is like that. Naples is like that. You know, you go to the other side and you got Palm Beach and all that stuff. This looks like something you would see in one of their shops. And let me just tell you, if I saw this table at a shop in Sarasota, because I've seen them, there's a ton of those kind of shops that have, and they'll just have one color.
Yep.
And they'll maybe have one model. They'll be like, oh, that's the only one we have. You look at the price, you're gonna pay $199 at least for the table, and you're gonna spend $100 each on the chairs. You're gonna spend $400 on something like this. And if you could even find it, all right? And you won't even know that much about the quality. With improvements, you know you're getting great quality. We've already showed you put it together in 5 minutes, and it's just the table. Chairs just open up and unfold back when you wanna put them away. But at $124, our comparative retail is double that price. All right, but we also do ours at $179. We dropped it another $55, and it's mostly 5-star reviews, a ton of 5-star reviews on hsn.com. It is a customer pick. We have about 90 seconds left, so look around in your area. Could be indoors or out. Where would you like to put this? Where would be the perfect spot? Maybe you got a big old elm tree, or you got something, a feature out in your yard, or maybe you've got a little a fountain that you bought from us, and you're like, you know, I want to put it near the fountain. That way I can listen to the water and I can have my coffee or my wine. It would be great if you want to put it up by the pool. The nice thing is you can just rinse it off. If it gets any stuff on it, you just rinse it off with a hose. I mean, it's made to be indoors or outdoors. It's all powder coated.
Absolutely.
And it's very, very durable. As we said, the table over 100 pounds. The chairs up to 300 pounds. So
each, yeah.
I weigh 215. So man, I ain't going anywhere. This thing is solid. So pick your color: flamingo, pink flamingo, green palm. We have the orange hibiscus.
Yep.
Which I agree is like a sherbet color. And then finally we have the sunny yellow back there, which is our sunflower. Everybody gets the chairs and the table. The shipping is only $5.50. We dropped the shipping price, and this is not cheap to ship, because it's, you know, these are metal items and they're relatively heavy of their own. I think you're talking 40 pounds.
Yep.
So to be able to have 40 pounds shipped for $5.50, that's a steal. And we're doing 5 flex on everything. If you get a brand new HSN credit card, we'll take $25 off, make it $99.
That's crazy.
Insane.
And it's amazing. And when we're done here, read the reviews. You're going to see your fellow customers absolutely love it. They're beautiful, they're charming, they're whimsical. They give you an opportunity to sit and talk to your friends, whether you're having breakfast, lunch, dinner, coffee, tea, whatever it is. Small space, big space, you can't go wrong. They're absolutely fantastic, and you're getting all 3 pieces.
And wouldn't it be nice to have a place in your home where you can just go and unwind?
Yes,
you know
absolutely.
what I mean? And I'm not talking about in front of the TV, and I'm not talking about on the phone. I'm talking about a place in and around your home or outside where you can sit down and go, that's nice.
Absolutely. No question about it.
A little me time.
I'm telling you.
Right? Love this lady. Love this lady.